Are you willing to do whatever it takes to win?
Yes, I am. So freaking ready to win a contest.
Here goes Bettylou now. She's got some room to move, and here's a nice section for her. A lot of spray coming off the rail there.
She's pulled in, just gets a little bit of a head dip hair wash there. It's got some size, gaffs a big turn.
Your 2025 Bonsoy Gold Coast champion, Bettylou Sakura Johnson.
Bettylou Sakura Johnson, you're going to Fiji.
Super stoked. She's over the moon right now, but maybe we have Bettylou right here taking off.
Sakura on the insurance policy here. Good looking wave. Beautiful carve off the top. Smooth top to bottom surfing for Bettylou Sakura Johnson. And she just turned that heat right back her way. So right when she was in the corner, we were suspecting that Sally Fitzgibbons was going to turn the heat.
Here we go. This is Bettylou. That right there was a ferocious opening turn. Her best wave. So with 25 seconds left, it's never over till it's over. Either way, it's always a treat to get to watch Bettylou Sakura Johnson surfing like that. By far her best wave. Incredible surfing from Bettylou.
I think this could be a turning point for her to realize she needs to be angry.
And the wave selection was on point. And then we have Bettylou just jabbing it up at the pocket. Slices through the lip again there. Oh, wow. Okay, we've got a serious heat on our hands now.
Amazing stuff. Was the 2024 Rookie of the Year. Here goes Bettylou now. She had a 5.5 and a 3.73 to kick things off in this heat. She's got some room to move and some of the biggest pocket hits on the championship tour. Here's a nice section for her. Not a lot of spray coming off the rail there. And Bettylou finishing that one off right on the inside in style.
Bonsai replay. So almost a little fade to start things off. Nice wrap. And as this wave starts to close in on the inside sandbank, Bettylou starts to really attack the lip. Comes around this section again, connects, really opens the wings, gets a ton of spray, and finishes with a nice tail slide. So again, variety there.
Love
Beautiful
this angle.
connection. Yep, great connection with the lip. Watch how low she gets on the bottom turn. Clicks it. Perfect snap. Comes down again, and this is the one where she really gets that tail slide.
Well, you know, well said, because, I mean, between 7th and 13th, there's absolutely nothing in. In fact, there's this heat in it.
So here we go. Bettylou drives up into the section. A really clean start. Maintains great speed. Arcing through that second turn and again through the third. Setting that rail a little deeper before going on the attack. Hitting the pocket a couple of times here. And even ducks in for a little bit of a pocket vision. Doesn't get fully covered, but that would have felt really nice. Great variation. Didn't need a whole lot to up the requirement.
Front foot just slipping off, and as we see Bettylou.
First turn, a nice sweep. Sakura belts it right into a great transition and flows off the end section. Most dramatic and emotional for surfers as we look at Bettylou moving quickly. Nice tag there. Little out in front of that hollow part of the wave, but it probably felt good, and she just drills the finish. What a cool style, great approach. Burley Heads providing little racetracks over the sandbar.
It's going to start draining. Look at this wave. It's perfect. She hits it right there, and then it hits this section where it really starts to line up. You can see her just adjusting for that little barrel section. She gets the finish. So she's going to back up this 733 beautifully right now as we look at this angle, Bugs.
Yeah, this angle's awesome. Snaps there, and right here, it hollows out. She grabs the wall, but she's got so much speed. She's looking down the line. She needs the finish. So that's where you sometimes sacrifice. She got a little bit of tube time there, but she's still looking down the line, and her finishes have been superb.
Up with Bettylou now, getting that first arc in the pocket, starting to bowl out, jams it under the lip, passing Fitzgibbons. She's punching that one out. Bettylou putting together a series of big turns, and she will ride away. Quickly, we'll catch up with Julian Wilson with Laura Enever. Big interviews throughout this event, but now he's going, hang on. Now I've got a new goal that's popped right in front of my face. What a wave from Bettylou.
Oh, what an opener. Just continuing. She has been one of the performers throughout the whole event. Sort of had that momentum, but started off with this wave, and it was an absolute gem. To speak to what Jules was saying, that tide's filling in, and it is only getting better and better. Look at the shape of this wave. Look at the draw off the bank. She's just placing her turn.
Not in the big league, and it's a big difference.
Well, I'm glad I snuck that question in there, because right off the buzzer, this happened. Bettylou Sakura Johnson dropping an 8-point ride, Justin.
There you go. Just to kind of keep me quiet right now. Beautiful way to start. Opens up with a massive carve. Just a lot of power as usual. And it looks like she's going to finish it off strong. Beautiful way to start for Bettylou.
That's right. Her first time advancing into the semifinals at her first CT event right here at home. What was your excitement level this morning, Sawyer, knowing that the tide's coming up and the swell is also pumping today? It's finals day. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yeah. During the free surf, I was watching it for like an hour, and it didn't look like super consistent, so I wasn't sure. But then, like right when they made the call, it started like getting really good, and I was just super excited to get out there.
The local support, tomorrow's Father's Day. Your dad down here was early.
And speaking of big numbers, Bettylou Sakura Johnson, during that interview, went off. This wave got completely obliterated.
Oh, and look at the line on this wall. Just Betty has so much to work with down the line. Just takes her time, laying that rail in. Time on the bottom again. Slashes through this wave. What a beautiful way to start a quarterfinal matchup. Just tears this thing to shreds. I mean, she's had a lot of amateur success out here at lower trestles. You can tell the level of comfort that she has. Deep bottom turn, meeting that lip line with such precision. Just staying in that top third so she gets that projection speed out of it to head straight into this next maneuver. Hammers it off the top there. Beautiful round pin under her feet. The board's looking really good. Kind of widens that stance. Waits for this wave to stand up for her. Just cuts right through that chop too. I mean, you think about Haliva, her home break and lowers, they're pretty similar. I mean, there's chunky sections that you contend with, and Betty just looks so comfortable out here.
Use whatever, knowledge you have.
Yeah, we'll get back to that point as you see Betty going.
Quick high line, bottom turn, and the strike. Massive first turn on this wave. Carves it back, surfing with vigor. Just vehemently driving down the line and attacking each section. Love to see it. Bettylou Sakura Johnson now backing up that 8.83.
Every maneuver choice here is so intentional as we see her streaking down the line, getting to the bottom of that wave, really delaying that bottom turn, swooping in there. Another bottom turn hook. Important thing was to just kind of stay critical. Definitely that end maneuver was my favorite on that wave.
Made possible by our friends at Red Bull, and here we go. This was during that break. Bettylou back at it.
Using her priority, this kind of mid-sized wave just hits the cobbles so perfectly. Like, just head high lowers is the sweet spot of where you want to be in terms of it just offering up these little gifts where you can set your rail line and do some of your best surfing. It's a good looking wave from Betty. The question is, does it improve her situation? She's got 2 8s in the tank already. Look at that, just beautiful rail work from her. Upping the ante every time she stands up on her board.
I think Alicia Keys should write a song about Bettylou Sakura Johnson. Call it "This Girl Is on Fire." Oh wait, she already...
As much as she's like that, she's still a very respectful person, so she gets both sides.
Here comes Bettylou. Nice clean bottom turn, just attack mode on the right. Lays down the rail again. What a combination already. And a little slide, but controls it to right away, and then frames it up super clean off the lip, attacking her targets really well. And now just leaning into a classy finishing move on the inside corner. Well done for Bettylou, finding flow and rhythm, mixing it up with variety. Great tempo. Bettylou's ready to rip into this one. This one's got some size, and this is why she's been selective. Ton of speed, and she rips into a big first turn. Nice drive off the lip line. 2 massive maneuvers for Bettylou Sakura Johnson.
Wow, big away from her.
This waves are going to be probably better. Second and third wave of the set coming in a little bit more. Let's see.
Bettylou is able to catch up to this wave. Steady off the bottom. Nice swing in the pocket to start. It's really moving quickly, but she's matching the speed. Driving now into her second opportunity. Big whip there. Great rails from Bettylou. Throws some water off the tail again. And now identifying the end section. Crutches it. Bettylou can do no wrong today.
Bettylou is just attacking waves, and she's really finishing strong on the inside. Her closing moves are just, you know, where all the lights are going out, and it's just she's hitting it so hard. It's like an earthquake, and then bang, everything just falls. All the lights go out, and then they come back on, and everybody's cheering on the beach. It's like, it's really fun to watch, and it's insane. I mean, we're having so much fun out here. Look at that. I mean, you got to love the approach that we're getting from both of these surfers, and this is gonna slugfest. I do feel like Bettylou's going a little more vertical, and I think, you know, Molly's going those big face carves, so it's just, you know, apples and oranges at the moment.
Good call, Strider, as we're watching a radical finish from Bettylou. Just starting with an excellent score and building an even better number on this one, Rosie. Here we go. Bettylou, Luana Silva still have some time on the clock. We've got Bettylou pulling up and under. She's deep on this one. It spits, and she comes out right after it. Well done, Bettylou. Great read, great positioning. Let's have another look.
Yeah, this was epic. Just perfect technique. And to your point, Joe, coming out after that bit of spit there, just the little climb, it's so